Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It is just good morning because it's about 11:30. We have been awake since 10ish, I think it was.
Some of us have been awake longer.
Some of us haven't. Some of us had a nice lay-in. It's going to be a shock to the system in 2 days' time when I have to get up on Wednesday for work. I think it's going to be a shock to a lot of us when we have to get up for work. I'm about to go and have a cup of tea over at Forest School. So I need to do a quick thermos of tea to have a cup of tea with my friend who I haven't seen for a while. She's the one who made the nice curtainy bit on SPOG.
A TV, flat, square, or tube. Flat,
No,
square, or tube.
I'm not doing a TV.
You sure?
It's the...
Flat, square, or tube. That's what I used to do in the other. Flat, square, or tube. And then Tosh got a Toshiba.
Have you finished?
Yes.
Can I continue with my vlog?
Yes.
Thank you. It's the thing. He's copying me. He's being irritating. The thing that you've thrown me. Shut up. Oh my goodness. Shh. Because you keep interrupting me. It's the thing that goes on the seat that I put all my stuff in. Heidi made the fabric thing when my sewing machine packed up, is what I'm trying to say. That took far longer and I am sorry. That took a minute and a half to say because somebody kept interrupting me. Didn't you, dear?
You couldn't get the words out.
No, because your mouth was going.
I have a Toshiba with a flat, square, or tube. That's what it was.
Right, I'm going to put kettle on, make tea to take with me. Got my tea and I'm going into Forest School and I think I can hear my nephew. I'll go and say hello to him because it's been session day today as well. So he's probably here with his mum. It's 3 o'clock and I have barely filmed anything today, so I can only apologise for being so slack. This is probably going to be a really short, uninteresting vlog today. Sorry. I stink of smoke and bonfire and I have been rained on and dried and then rained on and dried. So I'm going to get in the bath now and have a wash and scrub my hair to try and get rid of some of the smoke. And I need to think about dinner. What I'm going to cook for dinner tonight. I'll have a think. But I'm going to eat a mince pie in the bath and Kenzie's bringing me a cup of tea, so that will be nice too. Darling, do you find me sexy?
Like a shaggy dog. Shaggy.
I still look like a shaggy sheepdog, but my hair is kind of straightened and it'll do. I smell less bonfirey, although there is still an element of bonfire about it. You can't ever get rid of it, even though I've used 2 lots of shampoo on my hair. We are having southern fried chicken goujons for dinner tonight. I'm just going to cook them all up. We'll just pick at them. There's got 2 packets. And veg and rice. Brendan has just made himself eggs and toast, so he could probably just pick at these because he's already eaten. So yeah, he'll probably just pick on a few of these. I'll do some veg for myself and Kenzie. Lee, I'm not sure what he'll have. He's not big on a lot of veg, but we'll see. There we are. Nicely spread out and ready to go in the oven. I've barely got any footage today for this vlog, so I'm sorry, it might end up being 5 minutes long at this rate. I'm making a start on food, as you saw. I'm going to do a bit of my puzzle, but it's getting quite late now. It's gone 5 o'clock? No, gone 4:30, so 4:45. There's not much of the evening left. I do want to tell you about another weird, horrible dream I had. So it involved an old school friend from, well, school, duh, because it was an old school friend, and a friend from my clubbing days, who was part of the group of people I hung around with, and SPOG, my van. And for whatever reason, I decided to drive my SPOG somewhere which is in completely opposite direction to where in my dream thoughts the party was, and I didn't drive it to the party. I left SPOG in a lay-by on a lane, thin single track lane, and then walked to this party which was totally ridiculous because I wasn't planning on drinking, so there was no reason not to drive SPOG to the whole thing. And I had a great time at this party, really enjoyed it, spent time with these two friends who I haven't seen in years, but they were how they were when I knew them. You know how you get that? I think I've seen one of these friends, I say friends, you know, I don't know them now. I think I saw one of them in a garage once, like a petrol station. I can't be 100% sure. And if I was braver, I would have said his name and see if he turned round. But I haven't seen him really since I was in my 20s. Anyway, I digress. So I'd left SPOG there, and then for some reason I decided to drink, so couldn't go and pick SPOG up. And then the next day went to pick SPOG up, and he had been stripped, dismantled on the side of the road. Very neatly and methodically, I have to say. But I was heartbroken. I literally sat and cried in my dream. So the roof had been taken off and a side panel had been taken off. And the back doors had been taken off. All the panels were neatly stacked and various other parts were neatly stacked inside SPOG. All carpets, everything else had been stripped. All the seats had gone. The unit that I made that hung over the seats was left on the floor, so that had been discarded, clearly not good enough for the Campervan stealers. They'd stripped all the wiring out from the electrics, the diesel heater, the electrics control unit, all of that had gone. So I assume the batteries as well, because, well, I didn't even look that far in. Yeah, there were things still in cupboards, like bags with clothes and bits in, and I remember going, was there anything of value in the van? Like, did I have any camera equipment or anything expensive in there? And there was also two bikes. I'd obviously, for whatever reason, got two bikes on the back of SPOG, and they'd stolen the handlebars and the pedals, and then left the bikes lay neat. Everything was laid out as if it was, you know, like a kit to put together, except for all the panels that they'd taken off SPOG, which were neatly stacked one inside the other. And I remember thinking, can I bolt him back together again? But then I'll have to start again. There'll be no seats and no electrics. I'll have to do all of that again. And I remember just cursing myself and being so cross, like, why did I leave him in the middle of nowhere unattended? That wouldn't have happened if I was sleeping in him. Why didn't I just go back there and sleep in SPOG? And just remember feeling really upset and cross and frustrated with myself that I'd put him in a position where he was in the middle of nowhere, no one to look after him, and that he was going to get stripped of everything. I think subconsciously I'm aware that there's a lot of campervan thefts, and that does play on my mind. I've never had a worry about my car being stolen in the past. Any car I've had, I've never worried about someone stealing it, and I've never thought I've got anything worth stealing. But I know campervans and motorhomes and stuff like that are getting stolen because of the demand now for people staying in the UK and travelling around the UK with the whole COVID situation. You know, and not going abroad so much. So that is obviously playing on my mind more than I expected. The state of my hair. I've put it up because it was getting in my eyes while I was trying to cook. But I am like a shaggy dog. It just goes off in all different directions. I'm also in the process of having a text conversation with Trev from Posh Cats Camping, because we are trying to rebook. It'll probably only be a night though, because it's the same time that I have my nephew overnight, so I have to fit it in with that. So we'll just be doing 1 night 2 days 1 night meetup in December. So we are in the process of trying to find a campsite that's open, that allows dogs, that allows non-members like me, and somewhere that's not a million miles away, so we can spend as much time enjoying each other's company and the surroundings, and less time spending like 3 hours each day driving to and back when we've only got 1 night to be together. But I'm really looking forward to catching up with them. I mean, I was looking forward to catching up with them the first time, then that didn't happen. I was looking forward to catching up with them the past weekend that's just gone, then of course that didn't happen. So, third time lucky. Third time's a charm, right? So, we're in the process of planning a campsite and getting something booked. Right, I need to go check on my vegetables, and I might sit and do my puzzle for a few minutes while I wait for the dinner to cook. I'm a little bit concerned about this as well. I've just come in from chatting to you, and I've had to put some tissue down because I'm too scared to open the freezer. There seems to be a lot of blood dripping from the freezer. Do you know what? This freezer, he behaves quite well, and then all of a sudden just does something. When I think we're going to get a day without any mishaps or naughtiness from this freezer, it suddenly does something like this. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared to actually open that. I'm not even going to try and open it, to be honest. It's just not worth it. I've learned from experience that things will bounce off my head and be launched at me if I open it. There's nothing in there I want to see, right? I gave you a few vegetables with your vegetable rice, and mine looks absolutely huge. I think it's because I got Brussels sprouts under my rice. What was that, dear? Eek. Mia's making tea, and then we're going to go and watch. What are we going to go and watch? Once Upon a Time. A plethora of things. It's Monday, isn't it? Yeah. My days are so messed up.
There's the treasure program. There's the Rookie.
Oh, the Rookie.
3 seasons of Once Upon a Time.
I may have a small thing for Nathan Fillion. Shh, don't tell Lee.
No.
I might have a very big thing for Nathan Fillion.
You mean the Rookie?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Captain Mallory.
Don't know what you're talking about. Who is he?
The best damn show in the whole verse.
Don't know who he is. No idea who he is. I've already blown my nose. I did that a minute ago, so I'm not going to do that again.
So what the noise was.
I'll be looking forward to you going back to work.
I look forward to going back to work. There's less COVID around.
You say that.
Well, we're in a building with no COVID, you see that? Apart from one person who's let his side down.
Oh, right.
Don't any of your viewers like a cup of tea while I'm making it?
Would you like a cup of tea? Anyone? Excuse the sniffing. These little swabs don't actually tickle my nose the way the old ones did. And this is literally just an up the nose jobby test kit, rather than the older kits, which are throat and then nose. So less gag inducing. Not that I gag from them, it's just I sneeze more. What am I doing? One of these. One of these. I'm sure it's going to be negative, but I'm thinking if I test myself now rather than tomorrow, the parents have a chance to continue with whatever childcare arrangements they have. You know, so there's the test strip. I'm sure you've all seen these a billion times now. Put that on there. It usually comes up straight away if there is a problem. Kenzie's came up pretty quick on both of his. There was a faint line, but it did get darker as the minutes ticked by. Oh, excuse me. Come on, move.
Sorry, keeping you awake?
Yes, you are.
You
Shush now.
Before me and get up after me. You should be minutes tired.
All right, it's moving. It's moving. You see the little thing. There you go. And I'm not going to worry about hiding that because I'm obviously going to register it in a minute. So you can try registering my test if you so wish to, but it's of no benefit to you whatsoever. Is that a false? Is it not triggered? These tests tend to look a little... Oh no, the line's just higher up than I was expecting.
A bit shady.
Yeah, I got caught out with these before. You can't really see, but where the line is, it's a bit lower in the other tests. It's a bit further down. So I suddenly think it's the test's not working, and in actual fact, it is. It's just not where I'm expecting the line to be. And there's not anything, not faint or anything in the test bit there, which is good. That's what we want. Right, let's dispose of all this stuff. Right, I'm hoping you found something in this vlog interesting. Even if it is just Lee annoying me. He's done that very well today. Haven't you, dear?
You've not been in all day.
No. It's just quite impressive that you've been able to annoy me so much when when I've been out for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite an impressive achievement. Well done, that man.
Is it a flat square tube?
Shut up. Right. Lee? I love you.
Love you too.
Right. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching.